Chapter 2 discusses resource utilization. The central fact of economics is scarcity. Scarcity is focus of economics because 1. Resources are the things society uses to produce goods and services. 2. These resources are scarce, limited. The economic problem. There are never enough resources to produce all of the goods and services that people want. Opportunity cost, an important, fundamental concept in economics. Because we cannot have everything we want, we must make choices. The thing we give up, our second best choice, is called the opportunity cost of our choice. This is the foregone value of the next best alternative. In the economic world, both is not an admissible answer to a choice of which one. Scarcity, choice, and opportunity cost. Every society has some system or mechanism that transforms that society's scarce resources into useful goods and services. Opportunity cost and comparative advantage. Compute the opportunity cost of food for Colleen. Compute the opportunity cost of food for Bill. Opportunity cost and comparative advantage. Who has an absolute advantage in the production of both wood and food? Opportunity cost and comparative advantage. Who has a comparative advantage in the production of wood? Who has a comparative advantage in the production of food? Opportunity cost and comparative advantage. Colleen has an absolute advantage in the production of both wood and food because she can produce more of both goods using fewer resources than Bill. Opportunity cost and comparative advantage. Colleen has a comparative advantage in the production of wood. Bill has a comparative advantage in the production of food. Specialization, exchange, and comparative advantage. According to the theory of competitive advantage, specialization and free trade will benefit all trading parties, even those that may be absolutely more efficient producers. The production possibility frontier. The production possibility frontier, PPF, is a graph that shows all of the combinations of goods and services that can be produced if all of society's resources are used efficiently. Hypothetical production schedule and curve. The production possibility frontier. The production possibility frontier curve has a negative slope, which indicates a trade-off between producing one good or another. The production possibility frontier. A move along the curve illustrates the concept of opportunity cost. From point D, an increase the production of capital goods requires a decrease in the amount of consumer goods. Table 1. Hypothetical production schedule for two-product economy. Question 1. Given the information in Table 1, what is the opportunity cost of going from point D to point E? What is the opportunity cost of going from point C to point B? 2. Use the data in Figure 3 to illustrate the law of increasing costs numerically. Hint: start at point A and move toward point E. Productive efficiency is attained when the maximum possible output of one good is produced, given the output of other goods. Productive efficiency occurs only when we are operating on the production possibilities curve. Productivity efficiency means that the output of one good cannot be attained without reducing the output of some other good. Economic growth. Best available technology. Expansion of labor. More or better trained labor. Expansion of capital. More or improved plant and equipment. Economic growth. Consumption. Americans are consuming too much and producing too little. In the last 200 years to 1970, the U.S. economy averaged over 3% growth annually. Since 1970, the U.S. economy has averaged slightly over 2% growth annually. Economic growth. Saving. Americans are not saving enough. In the 1960s, the savings rate was 6%. In 1986, the savings rate was 2%. In 2000, the savings rate was negative. Business firms are not investing enough in new plant and equipment. Private individuals and the federal government are running up debt. Illustration of production possibilities curves. Illustration of production possibilities curves over time. Economic systems. The economic problem, given scarce resources, how, exactly, do large, complex societies go about answering the three basic economic questions? Economic systems. Economic systems are the basic arrangements made by societies to solve the economic problem. They include command economies, laissez-faire economies, mixed systems. Review question. Suppose countries A and B have the following production possibilities. X 0 20 40 60. A. Y 75 50 25 0. X 0 30 60 90. B. Y 120 80 40 0. Question. A. Do each of these countries have constant cost of production? B. What does one Y cost in A? C. What does one X cost in B? D. Can these countries gain from specialization and trade? What? E. Which country has a comparative advantage in the production of what? F. If these countries trade, what will be the price of 1x? Fill in blanks. 1. Underscore is the best alternative foregone for a chosen option. 2. The underscore represents the maximum possible combinations of two outputs that can be produced in a given period of time. Inefficient production occurs at any point inside the curve, and all points along the curve are efficient points. 3. Underscore occurs when the production possibilities curve shifts outward as the result of changes in the resource base or advance in technology.